Thanks for staying with us. It's still iBrandTV, and it's time to delve into the money motivation segment. And Bola, you want to take us through that quickly?
Yes, of course. We have joining us virtually Flora Miro. She will be talking to us about the catering business. Thank you so much for joining us, Flora.
All right. Thank you so much. Good morning.
Good morning. Tell us, what does it entail to be a caterer?
Yeah, it's passion. Passion. If you have passion in what you do, you end up going higher. In the sense that if you need to put in more effort. You don't just cook because you want to cook, but you cook because you want to feed multitude. And what you give is what you get. If you cook nonsense, people will give you nonsense. But if you cook nice, you get referrals.
Quite blunt there, but talk to us, delving into this business. Talk to us about what the level of training, how long it takes to get trained, and the cost implication to start a business like this.
Yeah, when it comes to food, it's not possible for you to learn everything once. But it only takes the grace of God for for a fast learner to be adaptive. And when it comes to baking, the same thing applicable to baking. You exploit more, just the way you exploit in catering. So like baking, it takes for a beginner's class, it takes like 2 months at most.
Okay, to learn the basics.
Yes, for a beginner. That's for beginner class.
Okay.
For advanced class, you also have advanced class. You have master's class. Just the way when it comes to catering, you have just normal party food. Then when you talk about advanced, you go extra mile, maybe traveling outside the country to learn all this Chinese food. That is if you're able to get a good, how should I put it?
Trainer,
yes.
Okay. So the cost implication? Capital?
Depends on, like for baking, 50 upward. But for catering, just the range of 70, 80.
So it costs more to raise capital for cooking than
because when it comes to catering, you don't only go there to cook rice or just any other food. You go into details. But cake, for beginners class, for cake is just the basis.
Okay.
Yes.
When you talk about the basics for baking, for beginners and all of that, is it just about the 50,000? Or how about the equipment that will be used? The cost of those?
You make use of the boss's equipment.
Okay.
But after then you go in, you buy yours.
Okay.
The 50K is not included with the materials. No.
Okay.
The only thing you just need to do is get your once you are done training, you go get your own materials. I won't be the one to give you materials. No.
Okay. But at what point does someone who can do the basic baking of a thing move over to the advanced stage? I mean, I know that different types of cakes and the processes of baking such cakes and the designs and all of that differs. But at what point would that transition happen?
Within a month. So far, the person is a fast learner. Okay. You don't need to wait years before you go into that. Even within weeks, depending on if you're a fast learner and if you're able to catch up with just when it comes to the basics, you're able to cream to cover a fondant and a buttercream cake nicely. Then you move to the advanced class.
Okay. And the cost of the advanced class is similar to that of the beginners, or it's more?
It's more, yeah. That's why we'll call it advanced. Okay. It's more.
Okay. So let's look at someone who has probably gone through these classes and wants to start the business. Now, not as someone who is learning, but someone who wants to start it as either side hustle, as we call it, that's passive income, or as a full-time business. What will be the cost of delving into the baking and confectionery world?
That question, even 100,000 naira will not even go anywhere.
Okay. On an average, we're not saying the big scale, but at least. Yes,
I get, because getting materials alone, safe, it's even more than 200,000 naira.
That's your baking
cans. Just getting a little materials, not the major one.
Okay, what are those materials, please? Are you referring to baking cans?
Yeah, you need a scale, a measuring cup, mixer, just hand mixer, not even the industrial mixer, not the table mixer, and legs.
So,
what about for catering? What are the tools you need?
You need your cylinder, your pots, your electric. No, now that we're in advanced world, so you need what's it called? This industrial gas, and not the charcoal. Yes, because now we don't dwell in other zones now again.
So what are the challenges in this business?
It's income and income.
Income?
Yes.
How is income a challenge?
Yeah, why income is one of the challenges. Is like the more you buy little tools, the more you see new tools coming in. So you need money to keep buying.
Okay.
Yes.
And talking about, the new tools you talked about, the previous ones, for all of the, upgrade on those tools, are they still not, are they not valuable for the business?
They are still valuable, but they are still valuable, very, very much valuable. But just that we know, okay, well, let me just cite an example. When you're working with a castle cake, not the tools used during beginner's class when we used.
Okay.
There are another set of tools for those ones.
Okay.
Yes, that's why I said the more you buy, you keep buying, and you never get tired of buying, and that's why income is the problem.
Okay. So let's delve, into the catering thing now. The cost the cost of, the catering business itself. What would be the average amount needed to start that business?
You start from because you don't always say more less. So you just start from from just a little.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. You have the floor.
Yeah. You start from just the little ones that you afford, that are very, very affordable. Like in the sense of like buying the thing, what's it called? The cylinder, the industrial gas, and the rest. And those ones are just, even if you are able to still buy the single phase, it's not must to buy the double phase or the multiple phase. Yeah, you start from that place. So later with time, if the order keeps coming in, like in the sense that you're making rice at the same time making soup,
yeah.
So you can be able to do all those things at once.
Let's talk about
it takes time when you have like 3 meals to prepare and you're only using one industrial oven gas. Yeah, that's the problem.
All right, let's talk about building your customer base. What are the strategies you put in place to build and grow your customer base?
Sweet mouth. If you're able to convince your customer, yes, you just need to I know you need to be friendly with your customer. You need to make them convince them that yes, that is what has been helping me for a while now.
So you know how different.
Sweet mouth them.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So you know how different customers have different preferences when it comes to food and confectionaries. How do you ensure that you meet each customer's taste and preference?
Yeah, so far you're able to that was I said, if you cook nonsense, you definitely get a nonsense review. So if you cook nice, even or just a male test of your meal will do the work. We make them come wanting for more.
Okay. Talking about customers and trying to win them over. For this industry, sometimes it's difficult to stand out in the sense that the same way you think you can cook your jollof rice and it stands out, the nearest caterer can also do the same. So in trying to come up with that special recipe that will make yours stand out, how do you address?
You just need to spice your own meal. Make it different, make it unique, separate. Just let it come out nice.
Okay, would that require like some sort of special ingredients? I mean, because when you talk about these spices, they're all there in the markets, and other caterers also have access to it. Yes,
now that's why I said the way I cook will be very different from the way you do.
Okay.
Yes, just like at times if I want to make like jollof rice, I'll start from adding my curry to my tomato. Other vendors might not do like that.
Okay.
So my own is just to strategize it.
Okay. So what would you say is your competitive edge over all other competitors?
How should I put this?
What's that thing that stands you out?
Yes, I get. It's always that's my brown shirt, and that's what I said. What is so far God is involved. I leave everything to God.
Okay. Let's look at those who, are trying to delve into the business. What are the tips you can give to them so that they start on at least a relatively good note?
Yeah, just for them to be focused.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
So let's look at the issue with artisans, especially in this part of the world where they tell you that they're going to deliver on a particular date, but then issues come up and then you begin to get failed promises. How do you meet up with, how do you build credibility? How do you meet up with timelines with different customers?
Sorry, come again, I don't get.
How do you meet up with timelines and not fail on promises to your customers?
If so far I can go extra mile by having sleepless nights, then how will I feel my customer? When other people are busy sleeping, I am awake doing the needful. So I will definitely meet up with my customers' demand.
So do you do this alone, or do you have a workforce? Do you have people who work with you?
Yes, sure. I have my trainees. I have friends that call over to join me.
Okay. What I think you look out for before, choosing people to work with you?
Determination. If the person is willing to work, I don't work with a lazy type. If this our job is not something you can just come out. Okay, I want to go into it. I want to invest. No, it is what is in your mind. You don't tell me the customer only told you to go and learn tailoring. Then it's okay. Let me go and do it. It is your willingness. Yes. You don't allow somebody to force you to do what you don't want to. Yes. If I see it in you, I will just literally do what. Let you go. But my own is always to make sure that I enter as an entrepreneur. You need to always be what. Just make sure you the sense of willingness is there.
How are you able to cope with the current hike in prices of food commodities in Nigeria?
Oh, Father Lord, what do we do? That's how we'll keep praying to God that maybe one of these days things will turn around. Because it's not really easy. We're just trying our best. And that's why we keep praying for customers that will understand.
So do you transfer the hike to your customers, or you try to reduce the quantity of what you give out?
No, I don't reduce the quantity. So if I'm able to convince you that this is what I will give you the best, then I don't reduce quantity. No, I don't reduce quantity. I don't reduce the quality.
So they just have to pay more.
Yes, you just have to. But better still, you go get the materials you want. You know you want. So far, I'll give out the list of things you'll be buying.
Okay.
Get them for me, then I'll work.
So where do you get your raw materials from?
From the market.
Here in Nigeria?
Yes.
Okay. So if you look at the way, the food industry is doing in Nigeria compared to, other neighboring countries and all of that, what would you say is the comparison like?
Since we've been taught to just we'll make use of what we have here in Nigeria. The more we run out, the more we risk ourselves, our lives, I mean. So we just work with the ones that we have here in Nigeria. Everything we need is right here. So we're running letters, just to be. I find it's always good when you get other things from outside, but at the same time, so now that we are unable to import things, then are we not living? We are living well and fine. So let's just get used to what we have here in Nigeria.
All right.
Yes.
I think that's a fine place to leave it. Thank you so much, Flora Mary, for your time on the show.
Thank you too.
All right, we've been speaking with Flora Mary. She is CEO of Floma Cakes and More, talking to us about catering business in Nigeria. We'll take a break now. When we come back, more talks. Please stay with us.